Hi Collective, my name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute. Again, a video. It's Saturday already. Another day went fast. Another week went fast, okay? So I didn't have to download that much before telling a story to you, okay? Because I was getting the downloading will come as you are talking, okay? Yes, as you are talking, yes. So, the most important thing I got was about losing my gift, the gift of knowing, the gift of interpretation, the gift of being clear in your head, the gift of being conscious, the gift of enlightenment, and so on and on and on. All the things that I've worked on, okay? And being driven, okay? And being disciplined in all that I was doing all my life. And as I was growing in my ability of the gifts that I got from God, there were moments that I thought, if I didn't do it every day, I will lose it. Yes, I will lose it. But that is not true, okay? You can never lose it. You can lose it if you didn't choose to listen to God, what your next step is, okay? Yes, what your next step will be. It doesn't matter, in my case, the bigger things, the bigger picture, and it is always about a gift being rewarded as you end a phase, being rewarded after that, okay? But you have to know the bigger picture in every phase. Two I saw. You have to know the bigger picture in every phase of your life. What are you doing in the moment, and what it is to being grateful for, okay? You have to be grateful in every phase of your life. Otherwise, if you don't understand being grateful, being thankful for what you are getting, even if it's nothing. Sometimes I thought I was being challenged all my life, okay? Challenged after challenge after challenge. But I was never unhumbled. Unhumbled, yes, unhumbled. I was always being, not that I always was grateful in the time of thinking with the ego, but I was always going from one phase to another phase because I wanted to learn. And at the time, peace came into my life, that the challenges, great challenges, negative, I actually negative. I saw it as negative in the moment, okay? Because I was learning and learning and learning, and you didn't see anything coming out of it, okay? But never I got bitter, never, because I saw it as a challenge, even if some would take it as negative, okay? But in all of these years, I was building on the foundation, me, myself, yes. Sorry, burp again. I was burping. I was building, I was building my foundation, my soul's foundation, my soul's and my heart foundation, being in balance, being in total balance again, okay? I can share this story enough so people will understand it. 444, yes, I'm fully in my purpose. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Yes. I'm seeing 444 a lot. Okay. That is that my angels are surrounding me, okay? So angels are surrounding you. So I thought I was losing my gift every day. Last year, no, the 2022, 2021, end of 21, okay? I was learning to I was learning to channel, not challenge, channel, because I already knew I had a gift. But how to channel? Yes, how to channel. That is even a gift, okay? Or you get it or you don't get it. Yes, or you get it or you don't get it. But as I was channeling, I typed everything down. And as I'm doing that for that reason, I'm doing that still, okay? Not in a mo in a moment of typing and in a moment of speaking, just like I'm doing that on this channel, okay? Channel of us together, yes, channel of us together, you and me, okay, helping each other. So the gift of interpretation, the gift of so many gifts, okay? I have been rewarded with so many gifts because all those challenges didn't unhumble me. I'm not sure if that's a word, okay? Didn't unhumble me. I always stayed humble. After I knew how it worked, and after I saw God was giving me rewards, yes, this is how it happened, okay? I asked one question about a person in my life who was being toxic, and I wanted him to leave from my life, okay? And this is from years ago. I think I'm talking from, 2007. Yeah, and I wanted him to leave, okay, my life. And God listened. God will always give you a choice, but know that ooh, sharpened ring in my ear. God will always, that's my clue, okay? God will always listen to you, and God will always give you a choice. So do not be afraid you losing yourself, okay? That's the whole point. You are bringing the spirituality, God, yourself, the 3D, and the many dimensions. After that, you are bringing those things in balance. That's why it took many years for me to get here, okay? Because as you know from another content, I want to understand. I'm a Scorpio. I can't say it enough. I'm a Scorpio, and I want to understand things in my life. And because I went from, having nothing, okay, getting everything. And everything, I mean my gift, okay? My gift, what I got from God at this moment. Because I was thankful after God gave me evidence of, banishing that person from my life. Even though in this case, he gave me a hard lesson. I had to learn from that person. Even though he was toxic, I shared with him about being thankful that he came into my life, because the gift he gave to me was the gift of communication. Yes, that is what I told to him, okay? Even if he was behaving toxic, I never lose sight of myself. Never, ever. So many people who were toxic in my life, I I saw the toxicity, but I never lose myself, okay, as a person. Of course, I had to learn a lot, a lot. But that was all about the phases I went through, okay? So the bigger picture I saw, I shared with that person, okay? And I'm gonna say it. That was the father of my child. Was. He's not in our life anymore. Thank God. I'm sorry, but that's the truth, okay? That's my truth, and that is God's truth. Otherwise, he wouldn't been banished out of my life using drugs, okay? Okay, just having an internal fight with himself and not being clear about what he wants. Of course, you're not being clear if you're using drugs, okay? To silence your head instead of working on yourself, instead of healing yourself. But my child wouldn't, no, he will not see him again ever, because he had destroyed every love that we have for him. He destroyed it, okay? That's why. But that was one man in my life. And after that, another came after years. And I'm talking about this person already. I'm not sure, 2017. I learned. I got to learn him, okay? But because I was already gone through a phase of my life and how to deal with narcissistic people and manipulation, all that stuff, okay? I knew the red flags from the beginning on, okay? And this, you thought you will not have seen a monster? Yes, this person is a monster, still is a monster. I'm not seeing him. I don't have any communication with him. And you don't want to communicate with narcissistic people. The only thing you have to do in your life, if you have narcissistic, toxic people, even if it's this small toxic and you reach your red flags, leave them, okay? Leave them without even giving any intel. Yes, any intel. Because otherwise you will be in their flow, in their energy, and you will come not out of it, okay? So you have to have clarity for yourself at first. And that what I had created many years ago from the father of my child, he, as everything was clear for me, I told my child in his ways, okay, because he was very small, that I wanted to have clarity for myself and for him, okay? And I chose at that moment, God chose me and my child, and God chose, and I did listen to God, okay? Even if I didn't know how God's way was working, okay? 4 again. 4, I'm sorry. And even at that point, I didn't know how God's way was working and didn't have understanding, a clue about how it worked for me, okay? And for others, I still managed to have a bigger understanding, the bigger picture of that, okay? Otherwise, I wouldn't tell. Even if it was small for me at that moment, sharing that I was glad that he came into my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't learn how to talk to people, because I was, after having a trauma, and I'm going to share this with you today, okay? I had a green light from God, so I'm gonna do it. I can't. I can't. I have to do it, okay? I have been misused by my own brother, who has been given karma, the karma of being the real death, okay? Yeah. So it's all about, I have to look one word, okay? One word. Please understand it, okay? It's difficult for me. Yes, being abused, okay? Being abused by my own big brother. Being abused, okay? But I've healed. That was the healing what I was talking about. I healed that from that last year, 27th of December. Yes, Christmas Day. I was alone. My child was working and I was alone. And as I got one sentence download in last year, August, okay, and the download was a loved one is going to die. And then the phone call came from the police, okay, in December, that my brother was found dead in his own apartment, okay. And I thought God meant that a loved one is going to die. But how come he abused me, okay? He abused me. I was 8 years when it happened. It took me 46 years to heal my inner child, okay? The trauma I had from that point on. Not having a normal relationship with a man, not having a normal relationship with anyone. But even though after being abused in a sexual way, in a sexual way, yes, I was 8 years. Yeah. I was 8 years, and my brother, big brother, did it to me, okay? And now he is, I hope for him, he is in heaven, okay? I'm sorry about the doorbell, okay? And now he is in heaven, I hope for him. As every child, yeah, gone through trauma, I forgive him, okay? Years ago, I forgave him already, okay? But that, yeah, the abusing, it was a blockage from God, okay, about being blocked. Aruna, you have to go on with your life. So God blocked the trauma because I had to go on with my life, okay? So, and I did it, okay? I did it. But the download I got, a loved one is going to die, was not about. For a second I thought my brother, another second I thought my mother, and another second I thought of myself. And I was already was busy with the content, putting on my YouTube channel, okay, about healing your inner child, as if I knew it was planned, everything was planned, knowing the downloads, okay, the download I got, a loved one is going to die, and then actually someone died, the big brother who sexually abused me, okay. And then 27 December 2022, I got a revelation, and I began to cry from happiness, okay, because finally I got the moment where I was healing, and I know that I was healing, okay? And that was my healing point. Yes, that was my healing point. 46 years, tears, yes, tears. And none of the family ever talked about it. none of the family, okay? As I was doing it alone with my child, some people knew a niece of me, okay? But not everyone, because I didn't know, I didn't want to know that everyone knew it at that moment, okay? I know myself, I'm a strong person. I was born strong, and I know I was healing, okay? I know I was healing. But the moment the revelation came, a loved one is going to die, and that was me, a loved one is going to die. The little child in me died after 46 years. Yes, after 46 years. Took me. That's a whole lot of years, okay? Whole lot of years. But I know it was to go to my purpose, okay? So, also having the revelation why you had to go through so many challenges, why. And being an empath, being an introvert, not saying much, that is why the father of my child came into my life, because God wanted me to talk, to learn to talk, okay? You wouldn't say it, but it happened, okay? It happened. So I'm the one in my family who I know understand I am the one of breaking generational curses in my family, okay? The only one, because I was born to come into that family, to leave the family, yes, to leave the family also, because they were toxic also. None of them didn't understand as I shared what was happened to me, because I got a download as an image, yes, as an image. God wanted me to heal. That's why he gave me the download. A loved one is going to die. I know how revelations work, okay, now, because I've learned that. After download, you will forget something and then you will get a revelation. Last year of my healing, okay? But again, none of my family would listen to me and wouldn't believe me, okay? Not my own family, my child. No, but some people in my family. Yeah. And the whole meaning of my purpose was to take distance from my family, where I was born in, okay? Where I was born in. And I did it. I did it. Yes, it was hard because of not knowing what would happen, okay? With me, and understanding between each other, because yeah, of course, that's the ego, what was keep living in me, the ego, not a healthy ego, okay? And that's why bit by bit God helped me, Aruna guided me to, yeah, to banish, to take distance from toxic people. It doesn't matter who it is, okay? Who it is, even if it's family. Yes, even if it's family. I had a green light today to share this story with you from me, okay? It's all about how the chosen ones, and I'm not saying that everyone who has gone through a lot of challenges, they are also the chosen ones, but that's their journey to take, okay? Not everyone will be a chosen one, but I'm very clear that I'm a chosen one, as I already shared with you. God has told me that. Yes, as many things, again, 4 for 4. God has told me that, okay? yeah, shared so many things, guiding me along my path, what to do next. This is what you have to do now in this phase of your life. And then graduated from that phase, okay, and going into another phase of my life. That's 46 years of challenges. Yes, I'm almost 55. I will be 55 in October. 25th of October, I will be 55. But I knew the day that someday would come that the challenges would stop, okay? Not, yeah, a challenge is a challenge, okay? And I can take on a challenge as you see, and as you are noticing, and as you are hearing me, okay? But one download before being afraid of losing the gift of knowing, the gift of interpretation. The download at first was crazy. As it seems, it will never stop. It will never stop. But you have to understand what will come, okay? You, I'm sorry, you have to understand your bigger picture in the face of your own life, as we are all leveling up, okay? At least I hope, to the ones who come to my channel, to the ones who I'm talking to, that they have the same abilities of leveling up and understanding what I'm talking about, what I'm sharing, okay? Otherwise, yeah, you have to search for another reader on your level, okay? It doesn't matter what level you are on, okay? And it's always fascinating to listen to people as they are sharing their story, okay? I have been listening for 5 years, continuous, okay, to other readers, They help me along my path because I never thought I would find a reader on YouTube, but God guided me. God guided me, yes, God guided me also. Aruna, you have to listen. And as I was guided to the first channel, I'm not sure who it was anymore. And as I was growing and growing, okay, in my own phases, in my own inner being, okay, and as I was growing, I thought, okay, but I thank you for you helping me. But as I was growing and as I was leveling up, the tarot readers also came into my life, okay? Because I was leveling up. I was learning how to be a reader. I was learning how to channel. Yeah, the channeling is about the November 2021, okay? And that's where it began, the channeling. But again, I was afraid of losing it, okay? I was very afraid of losing it. But how can you lose a gift if you are sharing your story online as hard it was, okay? And it is all about the gift of sharing, your own story. Even if it's a small thing, share your things. You will never know how you can help another one, okay? If you have gone through your own challenges, yes, learn to talk about it, learn to share it, okay? Otherwise, if you will contain to leave it in yourself and not sharing it with anyone else, how can another one learn from you if you didn't share, if you don't share anything? I'm not talking about that you have to share everything, okay? But the most readers, most people who has the gift of being rewarded, the gift of knowing, okay? So many gifts I have gotten because always I believe that there must be a God who believes in me, okay? Yes. And he came to my rescue. Yes. He came to my rescue. That's why I'm leaving toxic people behind. Yes. And I'm not afraid of sharing this story today with you, okay? No. It has to stop now. Yes. It has to stop now. Yeah, about sexual abusing my own brother. My own brother. Yeah. Even if you forgive someone, it doesn't have to be that you forget, okay? Otherwise, you will not learn your lessons. Yeah, God will make it his job to let you forget about it in his own way. But there will be moments, just like now, as you are sharing your story, there will be moments that it will come up again, okay? And the tears will come again. But mostly it will be tears of sharing your story, okay? Sharing your story. Few months after healing, and and I am doing this no December, but it was almost January, so it is about, yeah, half year after being fully healed, sharing my story with you, okay? Damn proud of myself, damn proud of myself. And that is the whole meaning of sharing a story, okay? Because if you don't share this with anyone, there are, even if it's one person you can help, okay? One person in your life, you will be proud of it. That's why it is always about small things that will get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the snowball. At least you are doing this, it's small, and you will roll it in the snow and it will get bigger and bigger. And if you will push it from the mountain, yes, it will get bigger and bigger on its own. I heard on its own, yes. And reverse that, okay, I heard reverse psychology, because if the snowball is big, then you have to learn it, yes, to melt it down, because in that snowball, 46 years, yes, 46 years of challenges, okay, was built in that snowball. So reverse that, and you go, yeah, and you will get your life in one big snowball, okay? Reverse psychology. And that is what the toxic people always do, reverse psychology. So you have to know how it works, reverse psychology, okay? 333, I saw master numbers. So, yeah, you have to know, you have to make it your job. Actually, I have make it my job to know how toxic people works. And this is my time to share it with you, okay? Yes. And I'm talking about my time because this is very healing also for me, okay? This is very healing for me also too. I already shared it, of course, as you know, within the family, but they were not happy for me. They didn't believe in me as I shared that my big brother, our big brother, has been sexually abusing me, okay? Yeah, yeah. I remember one question about one of my sisters. Yeah, it was in Dutch, of course. She mentioned about why should we believe you? Why should we believe you? Yeah, that's the only thing she shared at that moment instead of believing right away in you, in me. Yeah, but that's just how it goes, okay? Yeah, some people will believe you right away and some people will not. And even if some people will believe you, they will never talk about it. That what's happened in between the family, okay? And that's why I was talking about some will understand it, but they will not understand the bigger picture why I had to share it in the family, okay? If they would understand it, the family wouldn't break apart, okay? We wouldn't be divided. Yeah, we wouldn't be divided. But of course, that's also the bigger meaning, okay? It's all about, in this case, me being chosen one, me sharing my story, me breaking generational curses between the family. And as they are living in their own city, and I am living in my own city, far away. Happy to. I don't think there will be a comeback between us. I don't think so. That's so. If there will be a comeback, that's on them, okay? They can come to me, but I don't care anymore. I'm not bothered by that anymore. No, totally not bothered by those people, not bothered by the toxic manipulation man or the family, okay? Not bothered by anyone anymore because I have the gift to listen to God and being guided. Yeah. If He wasn't there for me, I'm not sure what will. I would be stuck. Yes, that is what was happening. I would be stuck in my ways, okay? Yeah. And even though I was growing, and even though I wasn't thinking in the moment I was living in that I was stuck, even in my own thinking and stuck in my own doing, okay? Being stuck in your comfort zone. And I'm not talking about a job being stuck on, okay? I'm being stuck in your inner injuries, okay? A job is something else. Even this spiritual job is more important to me than my normal job as a coach, okay? Yeah, I've learned a lot to people, a lot in my life. Yeah, as a coach and now on this channel, okay? And talking about it. And I will stay and continue to talk about it because people have to know what is going on in the world, okay? With, yeah, the toxic behaving people. They can go on hurting, bullying people, others, because they have been bullied, okay? They have been hurt. Work on your own injuries. Listen to your inner guidance, just like I did myself, okay? Yeah, but how? That's the people who wants to stay stuck. Even if a download would came to them, they wouldn't understand that that's the God's voice they had to listen to, okay? Again, I'm not pointing fingers to anyone in my life, to anyone, because I have learned to look in the inner child, okay, the inner work, the inner, the inner, okay? Yes, it's always about going from inside out, as I already shared, okay? So crazy as it seems, it will never stop. And being afraid of losing the gift of knowing and the gift of interpretation and the gift of having psychic abilities and the gift of listening to God's voice. Yes, do not forget to listen to it on a daily basis, okay? Say your prayers, okay? Be thankful. every day of your life. Because if you are not thankful, and even God will give you the power, okay? But if you are not being thankful to God, what He rewarded with you with, He will take it away. Yes, believe it. He will take it away. If you're acting like a fool, if you're acting like you are almighty, no, you are not. You are not, okay? And I'm talking to the toxic people, not to you, okay? But they think they are almighty, okay? They are thinking that they are God itself here on earth. No, no. You are, yeah, God will help you, and God will help you to help others. And that's why God has gifted me in many ways, okay? Because I learned to listen to God's voice, and I learned how to see the bigger picture, an understanding of everything in your life, okay? And about losing the gift, no, that will not happen ever again. I'm certain of that. It will not happen, okay? Because I will continue to help people. I will continue to listen to God's voice and share God's voice through my mouth, okay? Yes, as a chosen one, that's my job here on earth, okay? Yes, take it how it is. Light workers, angels on earth, earth angels, okay? Yeah, chosen ones. It doesn't matter how you see someone, okay? So if you're recognizing any of this in your own daily routines, even if you're still listening and you're not a chosen one and you have not the psychic abilities and you are not listening to God's voice at this moment, but you are listening to your gut feeling, yes, this can be your story also, okay? About the gifts. I'm about developing your gift, okay? Not gift I got, but your own gift, okay? It's always the gift is being rewarded in every phase of your life. The gift is being rewarded, being graduated. I heard that few weeks ago. I saw a sign with blessings on it. I listened to God's voice. Yes, blessings, purpose, many signs I got, okay? Riding in my car and seeing, my eyes went to the sign, okay? It was a church at that moment, and big letters on the sign, blessings. Normally I'm focused in my car, okay, but my head had to go to the sign. That is how God's, yeah, everything God's signs works, okay? God's communication works. Yes, that is how it works. You will have, your focus will not be at that moment. Your focus will be, okay, you have to read a sign, okay? My head went in the direction of the church, okay? And the church, big letters with blessings on it, 333 again, and I got a smile on my face because I know God was collaborating with me, okay? And I am collaborating with God. That is how it works, collaborating with each other. Yeah, just like just like you collaborate with people here on earth, okay? And I saw 555, 55, I mean, 55 stands for change, okay? So it will never stop the challenges. But now I know what the challenges means with another interpretation, okay? The gift of interpretation, yes. Even if it was three sentences, sentences, the gift of interpretation, the bigger picture, seeing the bigger picture of everything in your life. Even if you're still leveling up in your face, just like I was years ago, and that's not being arrogant, okay? That's sharing a story, 4444 again. and it's sharing a story, my story, God's voice, okay? So the gift of interpretation is for everyone. For everyone. It is about seeing the bigger picture in every situation. And if you will see the bigger picture in every situation, you will make choices in your life. Speed, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, burping again. I saw someone running very fast. Speeding, yes, that's the image I got. So if you understand the gift of interpretation, you will understand the bigger picture of every human being coming into your life, okay? Of every human being, why they came into your life, just like one of my exes and the other one came into my life to manipulate me, give me a hard lesson, okay? And the bigger picture was from the one, oh, I shared the other one, okay? Okay, the other one was about going to my gift, and this person knew who I was, even if I didn't know in that time in 2017, okay, that I was a chosen one. But that person knew who I was, and he went into competition with me. I didn't know why. I didn't understand, because I'm a very loving person and I want to help everybody, okay? And God, yeah, again, God helped me to go my own way. Choices. Again, I had one choice, but I gave that person a deadline. Yeah, in that year, in 2018, I gave that person a deadline. If you don't change your life and don't be stuck anymore, because I was growing, okay, and I felt like I was imprisoned, yes, and I told him about that. I found you to be a very dangerous guy. Yes, I told him, and that is what my intuition was telling me, but I didn't understand why. Okay, I was telling that because the gift of interpretation of that meaning, I didn't understand it in the moment. Okay, I was telling a lot of things that came true. Okay, yes, but didn't understand it at first. Why? He was a monster in my life. Yeah, biggest monster you can ever get. The monster, as you are a little child and you want to look underneath your bed, and you don't want to be any person under your bed, that kind of monster, okay? Being scared, yeah. Not that I was scared, but understanding. I didn't understand why he didn't understand me, okay? Because I knew I had a gift, but not having totally the understanding of that in the face of that interpretation, okay? So as we grew apart, as God came between us for me and actually also for him, but he didn't get the lesson, okay, why I was put into his life and why I was giving my light to him, okay? He didn't understand it. Maybe now, but it doesn't matter, okay? But my lesson was, yes, to fully understand who I am on this earth. The last push in your bag, Aruna, you have to go. You have to go. Do not look backwards, okay? Only forwards. Yes, of course you can, as I'm talking, a little, and then you have to move on, okay? You have to move on. So I moved on. And as I moved on a daily basis, I got better into my intuition, okay? Learning how to listen to it. Yes, and actually, I thought it was just an intuition and not even thinking about psychic abilities, not even thinking about God's voice that came later, okay? Came later. So, what I have been learning in these 5 years, my Lord. Yeah, only Lord knows. Yeah, and now you. Okay. My Lord. But that's developing on a whole nother level, okay? And it's being totally being busy and being consequent, being focused on the things that you want and not what you don't want, okay? That is what is happening to people, okay? Yes, focus on the things you want and not on the things you don't want. It will not help you, okay? And people will not like you because you take a distance, okay? Because you choose yourself for once in your life. Choose yourself. Yeah, because that is what is happening. And they don't like that, especially narcissistic people. Yeah, and as I was learning God to my intuition at first, yeah, learning that God was guiding me in these 5 years. Yes, Aruna, you have to do this. We will help you. Your angels, your ancestor, everyone will help you. Your warriors in heaven will help you, okay? And that is what happened to me. They helped me along my path, especially, yeah, in the last past 5 years. And then the good one came. Yeah. As soon as literally this, as soon as I chose for myself with the last toxic behaving man, okay, a, a nice one came in, a nice friend came in, okay, yeah, a very nice friend who told me to focus on myself, yeah, and I got a bigger understanding. I got the bigger understanding right away because I know how to interpret it that for me and how he meant it, okay? Yeah, and how he meant it. Yeah, finally, I thought a good one. And then other good people came on my path, okay? And just like you come onto my channel, yeah, yeah, helping me, supporting me, okay? Yep, finally shared my story with you, okay? Almost 1 hour of talking. That's what I learned from God, okay? 1 hour of talking, yeah. And again, about the last person who gave me the push into the one reality you have to know, okay? There's only one reality for me, and that's past the earthly matters. Just because I can switch between the 3D and the many layers of the many dimensions, as I shared already, because I live here on earth. So you have to understand also the earthly manners, the earth persons, okay? You are seeing my body, but I am totally not of this earth, okay? I have crossed into another world, yes, into another world, into another dimension. And that's why that is also gift switching between the two worlds, okay? Yeah, there are many worlds what you can switch with, okay? But let's talk about the two worlds. Yeah, switching. Yes, as I'm talking and channeling now, I am not in my 3D world, okay? Sometimes I will go to the 3D world, understanding human beings here on earth, okay? Because already as I already mentioned, we are not the same. Maybe we have, yeah, familiar situations, but we are not the same, okay? So we do have to understand each other as a person, even if they are behaving toxic. Yes, that's where the point begin, to forgive those people. Forgive yourself at first and forgive those people and move on with your life, okay? I know it is hard to get at a point, but that is what you have to do. Forgive, but do not forget, okay? Otherwise, you will not learn your lessons. So, the last man again who came into my life, no, not the last man. The last man gave me healing, okay? Last man gave me healing. And he's still my friend, okay? He's still my friend. Still my friend. And again, the narcissistic before that, acting like God, 555, change is coming. Acting like God, but the only thing he was the devil, okay? The devil, I heard, possessed him. So it's not totally his fault, but the voice from the devil is harder than the voice of God in this case, okay? So in this case, as I mentioned, I shine my light on everyone, but even then, I was shining my light. I was sharing my energy, and he depleted my energy. Yes, he depleted my energy. Yes, that was it. Depleted my energy, and that's why God chose to, yeah, banish that one out of my life. Yes, you have to go now. Do not come between my God's child, devil person, and between me. Yeah, yeah. So, as you know, and as you believe in God, you will be protected, okay? But you have to believe at first. And in my case, the evidence was about believing, okay? Many, many rewards, many, many gifts. And this is not the end. Crazy as it seems, that it is. Now I understand the bigger picture. Crazy as it seems, it will never stop. The rewarding and the challenging and the rewards will never stop, okay? It will never stop. It will never stop. As long as you believe in yourself, believe in God, believe that you have also a choice before before listening to God's voice, okay? I always talk with God. Yes, I always talk with God what to do next, okay? How to handle a situation, okay? So, crazy as it seems, it will never, never stop. So, those illusions aren't yours, because if you're crossing one world into another one, there are no illusions, okay? You will be free from fear and illusions, from all those dark, oh, I heard dark entities, yes, dark entities who are possessed, yes, who are possessed, yes. And that's the last person who has to push me into the right direction. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this, okay? Because I can talk another hour, but we are not going to do this. So, you know my story now, okay? And I will keep on putting contents in here, on here, I mean, about myself, sharing my stories, because I went through a lot, and those stories I have to share with you, okay? Little by little, step by step. But this, from the abuse, yeah, from my being sexually abused, by my brother, I had a green light, okay, to share this with you. This morning, I had a green light, okay? I asked God, God, give me a sign because I was anxious, very anxious to share this with the whole world, okay? With the whole world. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this, okay? Thank you for watching and listening to my story. I hope this will help you along your path, okay? And please do not forget to like and subscribe, okay? I will be forever grateful, okay? Namaste. Until next time, okay? Until next video. Bye bye and peace.